In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 easiest freelancing jobs. Now, I've trained over 6,000 freelancers to start, grow, and scale their own online businesses. And in doing so, I've been able to find which jobs are really, really simple to do. So if you're interested in knowing what the top 5 are, stay tuned. If you haven't met me, my name is Abbey Ashley. I'm the CEO and founder of The Virtual Savvy, and I teach people how to work from home for themselves. If you are interested in being your own boss and designing your own freedom life, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified every time I release new content. In 2015, I started my very own freelancing business, but to be totally honest, I wanted something that I could do that didn't take a ton of mental energy. See, I was pregnant with my second child. I had a 2-year-old. We were living in a basement apartment, struggling to make ends meet. And it was really important to me to build a business that was scalable, but not incredibly mentally taxing. And so a friend suggested to me that I look into being a virtual assistant. Now, if you don't know what a virtual assistant is, a virtual assistant helps small business owners with different tasks, and they could be administrative tasks like blogging, general admin, which we'll talk a little bit about today. You can go on and do higher level tasks like social media or Instagram management or Pinterest management, learning Facebook ads. There's so much that you can do as a virtual assistant, but essentially it's a remote assistant that helps a small business owner with some of their tasks. So if you were to ask my opinion on what the easiest freelancing jobs are that are out there, I would say they fall under that umbrella of being a general virtual assistant. So what does a general virtual assistant do, and what tasks did I do when I was that new mom looking to make money from home? I'll go ahead and share them with you here. These are the 5 easiest freelancing jobs that you can do as a virtual assistant. Number 1 is data entry. This is actually the very first job that I got as a virtual assistant. I remember going into my first networking meeting thinking, oh my goodness, is anyone really gonna hire me to do this? Are the tasks that a small business owner even wants me to do something that I'm even capable of doing? I was so nervous. And I ended up meeting a massage therapist who had a huge stack of business cards, and literally all she wanted me to do was input them into a spreadsheet for her. Now, there have since come out with like apps and software, but this was back in 2015, and at least neither of us knew of anything at the time that did that. And so I literally spent hours upon hours just doing simple manual data entry. But there's all kinds of data entry projects that you can do as a virtual assistant. Some of them include research as well. I know even for shooting this very YouTube video, I had to research keywords, and guess what? Easiest freelancing jobs was one of the keywords. And so that research and data entry, we put it all into a giant spreadsheet. All of that information has to be put in somewhere, and that's where data entry jobs come into play. All right, the second easiest freelancing job that you can do as a virtual assistant is calendar management. What is calendar management? Essentially, it is helping manage the calendar of the boss, the small business owner that you've been hired for, right? And so maybe you've done this as an admin in your current place of work, or maybe you've just done this for yourself. You know, you look to your calendar and a friend wants to meet with you on Friday. And so you look, all right, do I have availability? Do I not have availability? What would I need to move around to make this happen? And that's exactly what you can do. Now, you might think, why would a small business owner hire somebody to do this? But you have to think about it this way. With each one of these smaller tasks, these are easy jobs, right? With each one of these, what you are doing is that you are clearing space out of that small business owner's brain to focus on higher level things. So the less that they are able to be in the weeds doing these smaller, minute tasks, the more that they can focus on the things that make them the most money in their business. And so that's why taking small admin tasks off of the plate of a small business owner can be huge, including calendar management. One of the tools that I absolutely love to set up for clients is a tool called Calendly. Calendly is a really easy to use calendar management system. And so rather than going back and forth with somebody that your small business owner client wants to meet with, you could just send this calendar link and say, hey, here is this client's availability. Go ahead and click a time that works for you. Calendly is such a great tool. You can use it not only for yourself and your own virtual assistant business, but you can set it up to use for your clients as well. All right, the third easiest freelancing job that you can offer is community management. Online businesses are booming. And what makes these online businesses great is the ability to connect with people all over the world. So maybe you've taken an online course or you've joined a Facebook group in the past, and you realize that whoever the group owner is or the course owner is has a massive following of people inside of that community, right? Whether it's a LinkedIn group or a Facebook group, there are also online platforms now like Circle that have their own community platforms. You can become a community manager to help manage and keep these communities healthy and happy. Here at The Virtual Savvy, we have a Facebook group, shameless plug. You can go to thevirtualsavvy.com/community to join that group. It has over 120,000 aspiring and current virtual assistants in it. However, to run a group of that size, we have to have community managers. And so we literally have people that come in, they are approving group members because not everybody gets approved to be in. They are kicking out people who are breaking the rules. And trust me, it happens every single day in a group that size. They're monitoring posts. They're making sure if somebody asks a question that we're pointing them to our resources since we are the group owners, right? There's so much that you can do as a community manager, and it's really simple task, but again, it's just time consuming and it can really take a lot off of that small business owner's plate. All right, number 4 is social media scheduling. Now, I'm noting social media scheduling here because it is different than actually creating the post. You can go ahead and create the post, but I will say you need to be a little bit more graphically inclined, and we're talking about easy jobs here today, right? So in order to add social media scheduling to your general virtual assistant services, all you'll have to do is actually get access to the content that your small business owner client is already creating and offer to schedule it for them. This is super easy to do. Facebook allows you to go in and schedule posts not only for Facebook, but for Instagram. Most of the social platforms out there do allow some kind of scheduling, even YouTube. We can pre-schedule our videos. And so going ahead and do that is highly administrative. It's not creative work. It's very simple to do once you know how to do it. And it really can be a huge time saver for that small business owner and a profitable way for you to make easy money. All right, and the 5th and final easiest freelancing job that I want to share with you today is, drumroll, email management. Okay, email management is actually my favorite. I have definitely saved my favorite for last because so many small business owners need email management. I know that we literally get hundreds of emails and I want to personally respond to every single one, but I can't. I have to be here shooting these videos with you, which I love doing as well. But to have somebody who really loves customer service, to have somebody especially who knows how to diffuse a situation, right? That can be just such a valuable skill to have. And it's not hard to do, right? But it does take the right person. And I will say this, if you are naturally pretty good at writing and you have a calmer demeanor, then email management especially can be such a life-giving task. I've known virtual assistants who have replaced their entire income literally just with email management services. It's such a highly needed skill. And so it's definitely a freelancing job that I suggest you look into that also happens to be easy. All right, let me know in the comments below, which one of these 5 jobs are you most interested in? I would love to know what you are thinking about offering in your own general virtual assistant business. Now you might be thinking, okay, great. I want to do these services. This sounds awesome. What do I do next? Well, don't worry. We have tons of material here on our YouTube channel on how to set your hourly rate. Yes, you'll need to decide on how much you're going to charge business owners for these services. You're going to want to design packages. Maybe you'll have a package of 10, 20, and 40 hours a month that small business owner client can choose from. And so you're working not just for this one client, but for multiple clients. And that's where you start to build your virtual assistant empire. I've seen time and time again, our students replace their income with doing these types of easy freelancing jobs. Once you've decided on the services you're going to offer, you have your pricing and your packaging in place, of course, you're going to want to know how to market your business. And that's why we have this free training. I'm gonna go ahead and put the link right here. You need to check it out. It's an hour-long intensive training. It shows you the exact method that I use to replace my income as a virtual assistant and all the ways I marketed my business. It's highly concentrated on marketing. It's called Become a Booked Out Virtual Assistant. You're gonna love it. Go ahead and check it out. All right, and that's it. That's all I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one.